All right, potentially scary news. I've reflected on it. I still don't know if I'm going to do this. We might cut one of the candies that we're using in Hellroom. Um, Close. Like, the candy doesn't prevent any wipe risk. It's it's protecting like 10%-ish of our Maldo. And the reason I say it's close is not because that's worth it. Like, I think that's clearly an irresponsible use of a candy. It's just that Armaldo is one of my goats from this run. And, like, yeah, I think that's basically that's it, right? Armaldo is just one of my goats from this run. So it would be just absolutely tragic were it to die. And it would also force me to replan my Tabitha. I have no question that I could find a line that beats Tabitha pretty consistently, but like I said, it's close. It's close. Um, and I don't know really what I'm like. I don't know. I think I'm not meant to do it, but I might anyways. It's the second fight in Hellroom where we'll make that call. For now, let's just get underway. Let's do that first fight, which far to the best of my knowledge should be riskless. Um, and then we will make that decision. It will be a difficult one to make. All right, who do we need? We need from this team, Beedrill and Caracosta. And we need Togi and Kingdra and Magnet and Goalie. Okay. I have all the held items. I just want to check that. No. So the lead for the fight is no. Don't want to take that. Lead for the fight is goal support. Need oh pretty five. 92. Just want to double check this. 92. Where's my goat? Kendra. 92 plus 16, 16, 16, 4, 7, 6, 5, 2. So, just to confirm, you do, you should always be H5. It might not be Togi. It might be Corbinite. We don't actually want the chip. Um, Corbinite. And so if Corbinite switches in, it's guaranteed to take. Oh, okay. But the thing is, oh wait, no, not on first turn out. But wait, if it protects, that's fine. When the turn coordinate is in, it is actually totally fine if it clicks protect. Right? No? No, I don't think so. It needs to click Fire Lash. Anyways, so it will always take one, so 245 divided by 8 is 30. So it will always take 30 from that. So it will always take 50. Min roll Fire Lash is 164. 64 plus 50, 14. Okay. Two, 14 plus shed shell. Okay. So we don't need Togi. Um, where did I put coordinate? There you are. All right. So we need the life orb for Magnezone, shed shell each for Corviknight and Caracosta, Mystic Water for you, and Citrus, wherever the fuck that is. All right, berries. Citrus for Goldie. is 3 damage, 1, 1, 4, 1. Damage 6 to 14. And 3 toxic 3, and then we'll make sure Kendra's 3 damage is correct once we get to the hell room. Everything else is good, I think. Okay. Let's do it. And then we got to make the call, like I said, on the candy. And I think objectively it's incorrect to candy, but I'm gonna see if my fucking heart wins out over my mind, basically. Yeah. 119, so Kingdra needs to be at 173 is what it says in my notes, which I think is still true. 2, 3, 1, 3, 3. Okay. Yeah. Okay, let's run it. Okay, so goalie simply just gets ejected here. And we go to B-drill. We're just going to Mega Evolve and press U-turn. And we're going to goalie. It's fine. Goalie gets ejected into B. And we're going to kill with Leech Life. And this should always be sent to Scorch. And B-drill's last contribution to the fight will be U-turning out on it. This is guaranteed Fire Lash. We're going to U-turn. That's fine. Like I said, that's B-drill's last contribution. We're going to Kingdra. And after all of the residual damage and the defense drop and all of that shit, Kingdra is always in range of Leech Life. Flip turn is a range. It's a very good range, but it's a range. And we're going to flip turn. Okay, we hit the range. Nice. That means it's going to be a 5-mon fight. We're going to Caracosta. And this is always HP grass. And we are just going to Thunderbolt twice for the win. It doesn't matter. We're gonna get nice and low, but doesn't matter. All right. Time to make a choice. Time to make a choice. See, the thing is it's almost disrespectful to Armaldo. That's the logic I'm gonna go with. See, this all of a sudden the anxiety has left my chest. That's the logic to go with. It is disrespectful to Armaldo to think that it needs a candy here. It is a certified fucking range hitter. and it's gonna get the job fucking done. Um, we still need Golisopod. Don't need you. Don't need you. Oh, we actually need four of you. All right. Only two mons we need now are Hydreigon and our boy who's not getting a candy because he just does it. He just does it big like that. Um, okay. So Corviknight still gets the shed shell. Kingdra gets um a Rostberry. Goalie gets a fresh citrus. And our Maldo gets a citrus as well. And goalie is 3 damage. 1. This is 135. I believe that. 135. 3 damage. 2. 185. And now we have to go teach Beedrill Rock Smash. We're going to drop Poison Jab for this fight and teach it Rock Smash. So we got to fly to um, Mauville. Mauville. Oh my god. Wait, my bad. No, that's not true. Can go back here and simply teach it via the HM. Over Poison Jab. Okay. Um, and then we what slot is Hydreigon? Slot 5. 8. Toxic. 5. Okay, and we just have to remember to heal that for the fight. Okay. Romaldo's gonna do it. Romaldo's gonna do it. It's going to be a certified fucking range hitter. It's all gonna be okay. That's right. Yeah. All right, Maldo, time to fucking be clutch. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. Goalie gets ejected. We go to Hydreigon. We U-turn. Back into goalie. It's guaranteed play rough. Goalie gets ejected again. We go to B-drill. It's going to mega evolve. Press leech life. And it's going to bait the first slow kill in the back, which is Turtonator. Turtonator is holding an eject pack, which we can trigger with Rock Smash. And now this will be Incineroar. And this can either fake out or click an attacking move. It doesn't matter which, because B-drill is hopefully done in this fight. Say hopefully, really do hope it is done in this fight. U-turn. Okay. We're going into High Dragon. Who's going to also U-turn into Kingdra. Whose flip turn is always going to kill. And it's going to Corbinite. And it should bait Turtonator always. Always overheat. We're going to Kingdra. With our pre-damage, this should always be Draco. We're going to flip turn. Back into Corbinite. It's now at -4. And it can either protect or overheat on the switch. Doesn't matter which. Okay. It's getting close to the hour. Now, we do actually really hope not to see, for Armaldo's sake of survival, we actually do really hope not to see Protect here. That's great. No Protect. Armaldo could get multiple cracks at the apple if it misses the range. Okay, and we're going to +3. Protect is now completely irrelevant. That's actually fantastic for us. Armaldo will get multiple bites at the apple now. We're going to +3 with that. That's +3. That is right, because we clicked Protect. Protect failed one time. It only successfully protected once. So that is 3. Okay. This is in range of Leech Life, so we will Leech Life. Just for the little bit of extra healing, in case that ends up mattering. Okay. And we protect. This is guaranteed explosion. Okay. Moment of truth now. Are you man or are you a mouse, Armaldo? Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Oh. To be clear, it was really just Spore that fucked with us there. I think Armaldo would have been pretty much completely fine if it was anything except Spore. So, like, yeah. But then again, the 1v1 against Turtonator went about as well as we could have expected. So there were times where Armaldo could have died to even just the Magma Storm there. But clutches up. We save a candy because Armaldo is the fucking goat. It was never in doubt. It was never in fucking doubt for a millisecond. I was maybe shitting myself a little bit, but we're gonna go with the never in doubt for a fucking millisecond line. Oh, okay. So this next one has and I tried and tried to figure out ways to get rid of it. This next one has some risk. Um, it's really, really slim, and it's like one in over 1 in 1,000. Like the number is higher than 1,000 for High Dragon to die with no wipe risk, and then Orbital can also die or essentially get sacked depending on how much HP it finishes off Arbok with, essentially, and what Golisopod's HP total looks like. But I think it pretty much like auto crit more or less needs to be turned on for us to lose anything here. So hopefully everything just goes smoothly. We still need goalie. We still need B. We don't need you. Don't need you. We don't need you. Sometimes it's good to sweat a little bit. I feel good now. I saved the whole candy, and I have more reason to love one of the goats of this run. One of the genuine fucking goats of this run. We're taking Gengar, um, taking Orbital. Orbital kills in Magma Hideout. You love to see it. Um, and we're taking Excadrill. Of course. Okay. Um, okay. Shed Shell, Exca, Shed Shell for High Dragon. Need a Citrus for Golisopod. And we need the. This was something else I tried to figure out if there was a way. To be clear, though, we only have one Psychic type in our box, and it's about to die. I am sacking Orbital on Maxi, so I don't see the Psychic Gem as like a real resource. I think largely because of that. Okay, and then the only pre-damage here is Golisopod to 141. Pre-damage 6, 141, and then pre-burn 5. Okay, and let's go over this line. I mean, very familiar with all of my Howlroom lines, but let's go over it again, just in case. So Excadrill spins, then Earthquakes. It's all good. That's always going to be Ursaring for always EQ. And we go to High Dragon, Swear, who U-turns into Gengar. Um, and then it doesn't matter. It can be either Crunch or EQ. Doesn't matter which. We go to goalie, who from EQ takes 28, 28, 141. Yeah. Goalie gets ejected. Um, and we go to Beedrill, who kills with Leech Life, and then U-turns the Magmortar, and we go to High Dragon again, and we kill with either. So that's one adaptation that I've made is if it's Psychic, because High Dragon denies Switch AI, we click Defog, and then we kill just by dark pulsing it down, right? Because defog gets rid of defog. Oh, whoopsies. I just want to double check that. Pragma storm. Oh, people are claiming that defog does not work on Magma Storm. Okay, so we're just gonna Draco then. That's fine. Um, I trust that that's the case. Um, and anyways, then if Hydreigon has enough HP to switch to Excadrill, like if it baits only Gunk Shot, we switch to Excadrill, and then we switch to Orbeetle, who kills, and then if not, we just hard switch to Orbeetle, who kills, and then Orbeetle U-turns on the guy, the Carnivine, and um, either goes well, it either U-turns or it bug buzzes. If we're planning on sacking it, it bug buzzes, right? Like if it's at too low HP, we have to sack it. In which case, we're going to end up sacking Masquerain to Maxi and have to use a resource, which would be unfortunate. But if it's high enough HP that it baits the move we want, we are going to U-turn to Goalie, who will either kill with first impression or will bounce into Beedrill, who will finish it off. So that seems all kosher to me. X guy in the lead. Okay. This is both like the simplest, and then also it does nonetheless have some risk, but it is pretty straightforward. All right, let's do it. All right, this is guaranteed sticky web. We're going to rapid spin. We now outspeed, and we kill with Earthquake, and we outspeed and show a we outspeed everything in the back, and that will lead to Ursaring switching in, clicking guaranteed Earthquake, and we're going to Hydreigon. Okay, and we are going to U-turn as it goes for guaranteed Facade into Gengar. And then we are going to switch into Golisopod on what is random between EQ, or EQ is the better of the two for us to see, I think. Gives us more leeway with Goalie. And we're going to the B. Okay, and we kill with Leech Life. Now Beedrill shows kills to everything back there. Fast kills to everything back there. So it just baits in order. This is going to be Magmortar. And we are going to U-turn, and we would like to see Psychic here. Flame Body's fine. Doesn't matter for the rest of this fight. We'd like to see Psychic here. That's what dodges all the risk. Nice. Let's fucking go. Okay. We just kill with Draco. Draco always kills. Didn't matter. Okay. And we're going to hard switch. This can coil, by the way. Don't think it matters if it does. We're going to hard switch into Exca on what is likely Gunk Shot, or it can glare too. That's fine as well. This should be guaranteed Aqua Tail, and we're going to U. Yeah. And we simply kill with Psychic. Goodbye, Psychic Gem. Okay. And we are at high enough HP, I believe. 84. Let me just double check that. Orbital. Yeah, we are at high enough HP that this should only ever be knockoff, and we are going to U-turn into Golisopod, who is not guaranteed to be ejected. Not ejected is better. I like killing with Goalie better than I like killing with Beedrill. Beedrill even burned there. Beedrill still finished off Carnivine though, so it was always safe. We are going to get the fuck out of here. It's the bosses now, which means we have some built-in sacks here. We're going to be sacking Pidgeot on Tabitha, the classic way of doing it. And there's some risk on Sharpedo in this fight. Just the turn one boom risk. And we have to remember to Candy Masquerain for this fight. Okay. Don't need anyone except Gengar from this team. It's a bit of a box of misfit toys team that we're bringing to Tabitha, funnily enough. Okay, we need Torpedo and Conkeldurr and Masquerain and Armaldo, the goat, and Pidgeot. Okay. I'm going to put Sharpedo in the lead so I don't forget to do that. Let's level everyone up. By the way, amusingly, Gengar has like a passable participation rate in these Hellroom fights, and it hasn't clicked a damaging move. I'm really starting to be skeptical that this thing will ever click a damaging move. But that's not to say it's not useful. It has some stuff that makes it useful. Okay. So we need, first of all, items, use rare candy here. And then we need here, hardstone here. The shed shell here, and here, and the iron ball here, and a rost berry here. We don't actually need any pre-damage for this. Please confirm, right? Because Pidgeot takes enough from residual damage to always do what it has to do, irrespective of any pre-damage. And Gengar doesn't need any pre-damage to do what it needs to do. Always baits EQ regardless. Yeah. And then Pidgeot takes, where is Pidgeot? Here. Takes 26. Well, first of all, it takes 12.5 plus 26. I'm just eyeballing this. Is 38, 39, 51. But then also there's the tick when it kills. Yeah, okay. So it's taking like 60-ish, 63-ish, which is always enough to put it in range of Snorlax's moves. So Pidgeot always does what it needs to do without any pre-damage. All right, let's run it. God. Yeah. This one's pretty simple. This one's hard for me to fuck up. You just gotta run it. Okay. We flip turn. Ah, fuck. God damn it. Ah, okay. It changes nothing. Changes nothing. But fuck it. It's just Sharpedo. Who cares? Who cares? We go Gengar. Nothing changes. It's always EQ. We go Pidgeot. Okay. We stay in base form and we Brave Bird. This is always yeah, Mega for a fast kill that it will not get to take because we Mega Evolve and we press Hurricane. And then this will always be Snorlax for always an attacking move, and Pidgeot is just going to die. We're going to click Brave Bird. Yep, RIP. And we go Conk, and we low kick for the kill. This is always Victini. Doesn't matter what Victini's clicking because it's going right back out. Going to Masquerain, who's going to intimidate this, ejecting it. And Absol sees itself as outsped because of the candy, and it also sees itself as one shot. This must be Sucker Punch. We're going to our Maldo. Happening again, Tabitha. It's happening again, Armaldo. You're dying to, or it's happening again, Absol. You're dying to Armaldo again. And Armaldo's picking up another chain kill on Tabitha. Doesn't matter what the fuck this clicks. We click Leech Life. We go up to more or less full. We live every roll of V-Create, and after the drop, we always kill. I wanted that to be a little more joyous. Another Armaldo chain kill on Tabitha. Fortunately, we lose one more Mon than I intended. but shit happens, I guess. Okay. Okay. Now it's Maxi, and we're going to lose not one, not two, but not three. Well, you know what? Could be three. Could be three if Beedrill decides to go Giga Ham. Um, Probably four. Probably gonna lose four friends. Um, First of all, give me that. You know what? You can keep your Megastone in the Death Box, Pidgeot. Um, you give me that. You give me that. I initially actually wanted to see if I could sack Masquerain here, but it's not consistent because both fucking Victory Bell and Turtonator are range missers. I wanted to see if I could keep Orbeetle around. It's been generally speaking much more useful than Masquerain lately. Um, and Masquerain shows no overlap between Flamethrower and the point of both of those mods is to bait Flamethrower from Naganadel. Neither of them shows any overlap, but Masquerain, if it takes a tick of Magma Storm, um, can bait Sludge Wave, and I just don't think it's worth the resource. Like I would have to expend one of a rare candy, normal gem, or grass gem in order to make my sack Masquerain instead of Orbeetle and have it be safe, which I just don't believe to be correct. Um, Anyways, we're getting Victory Bell, Castform, Turtonator is dying here, and uh, Orbeetle is dying here to deposit our Maldo, who's not dying here. Hopefully, never dying. Maldo never dies. Um, and we're getting Kingdra and Beedrill. Okay. We have to level Castform all the way up. It's fucking level 25. This sucks. Um, the only move it needs is fucking Weather Ball. No. It already has Weather Ball, right? Let me check. Uh, We're gonna keep around like Water Gun or whatever, just so that Castform has stuff to click against Garchomp. That's not gonna threaten its whole existence. No. Alright, so items. You Life Orb. You. Silk Scarf for you. Shed Shell for you. Citrus. You. Citrus. Oh, no, you don't get a Shed Shell. Definitely not. You get a Shed Shell. And slot is Castborn 2. You burn 2. Okay. And this is for, like, if we do this, we tie PB. Or if we take the encounter, we don't get Steelix, we tie PB. Steelix, getting Steelix is what wiped my PB. I mean, technically, my laptop breaking is what wiped my PB, but I took a break because I got Steelix and as the encounter, and in the intervening time, my laptop broke. I have victory in the lead. It's holding the life orb. Everyone has their respective items. Oh, that would be bad. I need to teach Icy Wind to Kingdra. And Beedrill doesn't need Poison Jab for this fight. Confirm or deny. It's clicking Drill Run, Leech Life, U-turn. Yeah, no, it's fine. It doesn't need Poison Jab. Kingdra needs Icy Wind. That would have been pretty bad. That would have been a wipe, actually, I would imagine. No, it wouldn't have been a wipe. Surely not. Would have been a sacked Kingdra. But everything else is fine. You have all the right items. You Storm. You have Weather Ball. You have Explosion. You don't need any moves. You have Icy Wind. You have Drill Run and the bug type attacks. Okay. I don't know why I'm sweating because this is riskless. Let's do it. Okay. Chlorophyll means we outspeed, and Leaf Storm simply kills. This is Tangrowth, and Victory Bell is going to die. And we're going to cast form. He's going to change forms and kill this thing with Weather Ball. And this is Garchomp. And we are going to let cast form pass away. Okay. We're going to Turtonator, who only baits EQ, never dies to EQ because of shell armor, and is going to detonate. This is a range. If we miss the range, nothing changes. Okay. We hit the range. We're going to Orbeetle. This is Naganadel for always Flamethrower. We are going to switch into Kingdra. Kingdra always takes the necessary number of flamethrowers. It can get burned. It doesn't matter. To click Icy Wind. Crits don't matter. Burns don't matter. Could max roll crit everything. Burn on the first turn. Shit would not matter. And the Icy Wind chip always puts this in range of Drill Run from Beedrill, and we get to slow flip turn out into Beedrill. We're just going to Mega Evolve and press Drill Run. And Beedrill shows 2 fast kills in the back. One of them is alive, but it doesn't matter because that's the one in the actual caboose. So we get to pick up a chain on Mew. with leech life. And now this is Houndoom for always flamethrower. Beedrill can save Orbeetle's life here if it crits this. Like I think pretty much any crit, at least any crit that would have Houndoom dying to solar power, because I'd probably just switch into actually Kingo's probably too low. If it high roll crits this, it can save Orbeetle's life. I don't expect it to, and I'm not really too bothered either way. It doesn't, so RIP to Orbeetle. And we go back to Beedrill, who will simply finish the fight. All right, tied PB. Wait 1 sec. Hmm, okay. We'll deposit our deceased friends in the death box, and then we're going to take our encounter. And then I think that might be where I call it, because I don't have anything prepped. IPB. Feels pretty good. Nope, not you two. Okay. And let's get. So I think I lead for the encounter. I think I lead Basque Legion, or no, I think I lead Armaldo. Um, because Armaldo can stay in and let me quick ball the Steelix if I get Steelix. And then it can also stay in, I think, against pretty much anything. Because it's battle armor and relatively bulky. And then outside of that, we'll take Tort and I think we take Eel and Audino and Lizzie and Milo. Yep, seems fine. Will say I haven't given too much thought as to what I actually want here, but I think it's probably Garchomp. Just because on top of arguably being the best mon here, which I'm sure people would make like a case for Aggron, or actually the mon we want is Guts or Saluna, but that's a fake encounter here, right? Like it's like 2%. So we're not gonna get that. But um outside of Guts Spare, the mon we want is probably Garchomp, just because in addition to being one of the better encounters here, I think that its um, stats and typing suit my box very well. I think it would be filling like a pretty significant niche in my box. On top of just being an insane mon, right? Having Ruskin, being super bulky, hitting super hard. So I think that's what we want. Okay, well, can't get that. We have one. Well, let me out. Let me out. Not again. Oh my god. Yeah. We're just gonna do that. Hmm. Oh, I can't catch you, Houndoom. Leave me alone. Leave me. Let me go. Let me out. Another one. Okay. Well, honestly, nothing wrong with that, right? Feels like it's it's guaranteed metagross at the casino. Hey, nice. Okay. Who's this? Big guy. Sure, I gotta pull up FBref. I do think that the metagross thing is probably relevant. I heard metagross is quite good for Tate and Liza Gym. 7/8. We'll go do this. Let's see it. But I don't know how good T-Tar is um, in actual fact, but I know that Metagross, like I said, is quite good, so I don't mind this encounter regardless. Naughty is, I mean, that seems pretty great. Plus attack seems fantastic. Um, yeah, yeah, that seems really nice. Um, so if T-Tar is going to contribute, I think that this is a strong candidate for it. And like I said, it also means Metagross is always available to me, and Metagross is a very consistent option too, right? No ability split. Um, Probably not as IV dependent as some other ones, like because it's not reliant on getting at speeds. So I think I might punch in like a all um what am I saying? I might punch in a Metagross with like 15 IVs across the board and a neutral nature into my calc for the like AHO, and if I encounter a fight where it's like, oh, Metagross could be good here, I'll probably just go and rip Metagross. And I would imagine I would imagine that there's like a decent likelihood that that ends up happening, especially now that I have no psychic types in the box. Honestly, it might be like an auto rip, but um, we'll do it out of necessity. We'll do it out of necessity if we have to. But T-Tar is not bad, and it's not fucking Steelix. But not getting Steelix, I'm calling that a PB. And with that, I think we're going to call it short stream today. But I mean, hard to say it wasn't productive.